how have you kind of coped with being isolated and, being forced to stay at home?
I mean, obviously, there are a lot of negative things about it, but there were some benefits that did help me. Since I was at home so much, and my mom works from home, we spent like every single day together for so long. And we usually, I go to school and we don't see each other like 24/7. But now, during online school and stuff, she would make me lunch every day and we would see each other a lot more. I would see my siblings and my dad a lot more too, because I went to school in a different city, so I'd have to like take the train, so I would be home kind of late, and by then my siblings and my dad would have been home for a few hours already. So I did spend more time with my family. I would love to say that I made a lot of good use of my time, like it seems a lot of people here have, which is really great, but I struggled with that, to be honest. I I definitely feel like I could have done more with my time, but I felt like time passed really quickly for me. Like I would always think, oh, I'm gonna start doing this or doing that, and now's my chance to work on this hobby or start doing something. But a lot of the times it just never happened, and then all of a sudden I would realize, it's been a year or more of, well, not really lockdown in Sweden, but of online school, for example, and I haven't done that much.
But well, like what you mentioned earlier about not being able to spend your time, doing as many productive things as you'd like, I think motivation is a big part of that, right? Like it's
Yeah.
hard, especially in the pandemic, to always have to find motivation to do things that you find productive or fulfilling.
I mean, it was definitely hard at first, like extremely hard. It was a new setup. And like, I guess like most people, I just started watching like movies and like series. And that was like what I did until a certain point where I was like, okay, this is enough now. It got kind of addictive and I had to like pull myself back because I had to go back to school and I had to like regain my study pattern and I had to do all those things. So like the first thing I did was when I reached in Thailand, we have like this boarding house community where we're like 70 to 100 people, I think. And those are like the people I would like chat with. We would have like games night every single Friday, which I know many people didn't have. And like I'm happy that I had that. So that was like my social interactions with people, games night. And like when I'm by myself, I would like make collages for like my laptop and my phone and just like stuff to stick around my room because I was also homesick. I would also like skip, like jump rope just for the sake of having some exercise, which I rarely have now that COVID happened. I would also like go skateboarding and I like learned that in like 7 months. I'm still not a professional, but just picking up new habits like that, small stuff is what helped me through my quarantine and COVID.
Maybe I can ask Rita. So when things get tough for you and maybe you're feeling a bit down or lonely or whatever, do you have a specific like go-to strategy to calm yourself down?
Yeah. Yeah, many times I just feel like it's just too much for me. The stress for school is way too much because, some teachers, I know they try their best, but some teachers just expect that since you're at home, you have all the free time you want, so you can just work 24/7, which is not a very good thing because we still need a break, even though we have all the time we need to do whatever we want. So when I did feel very stressed out and overwhelmed, I would usually either go walk around outside or play a certain sport, even if it's just by myself. Yeah, I found that very helpful. I would talk to my friends sometimes if it was very bad, like very overwhelmed. I talked to my friends, mostly my family. They helped a lot. We also do game nights and we work on a lot of puzzles and we'd watch movies. So yeah.
finding something that works for you, especially finding ways to connect with other people, is a really effective way of dealing with stress and anxiety, and especially, of course, with loneliness.